Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you a short little tutorial on how to exactly install the Homesteads mod. That includes the dependencies it requires and the dependencies that the dependencies require as well. So let's start us off with going to the Homesteads mod page. The first thing you want to do when you're installing this is you want to check which Bannerlord version that you are using. If you are using v1.1.5 or v1.1.4, any of the 1.1s, you will be installing this one right here at the bottom. If you are using the beta version, which I believe is 1.2.1 at the moment, you're going to be installing this one at the top right here. So make sure you download the correct version for your Bannerlord. If you do not, it will crash. More often than not, people have been crashing right when they put the homestead down. So if you crash right when you put the homestead down, you have the wrong game version, or the wrong version of some kind. So make sure you install the right one. I'm gonna use this one here because that's the one I'm on. So when you click manual download, always do manual downloads. I cannot stress this enough. If you use a mod manager of any kind, Vortex even, I can't guarantee any kind of results for you. More often than not, I've heard complaints rather than successes. So it's up to you. If you want to use a mod manager, go ahead. But I recommend manually installing every single mod you put on here. So as soon as you click that button, it's going to bring up mod requirements. This is important. Read this, please. I cannot stress that enough. If you do not download the mod requirements for any kind of mod that you download, the mod author cannot guarantee if your game will crash or not. It probably will crash if you don't download all the requirements, so do that, make sure. So we're going to go ahead and download Harmony and mod configuration menu real quick here. And again, we have Harmony coming up with BLSE. So this one is going to be a tricky one. We'll download this as well. And for the mod config, wow, this one doesn't have the requirement pop up. I thought it did, but I guess not. For this one to work, you need two others to be installed as well. That would be UI Extender X and Butterlib. So let's go grab those. There we go. Now we have all the mods that we need for Homesteads to work properly. So let's go open our downloads. I'm just gonna open all of this stuff here. I don't think I downloaded Homesteads actually. I did not. Now we have it downloaded. Okay. Let's minimize that. Alright. So let's open them all up here. I think I'm going to start with the BLSE, the Bannerlord software extender. Now this is going to be a not really a standard installation. So let's open up the zip here. We have a bin folder instead of modules here. So what we want to do with this, you are going to open up wherever your Bannerlord is installed on your computer, the root folder. If you're using Steam, it's probably going to look something like mine. If you're using Game Pass, I know it's going to be different. You might want to Google that. I'm not too sure what it is. If it's something else, wherever it might be, go to that folder now. Now, BLSE, you are going to drop this inside of the root folder itself. Drag and drop like that. I already have all this installed, so I'm not actually going to do it. I don't want to mess anything up with mine. But you just drag and drop this into here. It'll go into the bin. If it has to overwrite anything, just overwrite. Should be fine. And that's how you do BLSE. Now that we have BLSE done, what you're going to do with these, Let's open up Harmony. That's the big one. The Butter mods, the Butter Teams mod creations, they always come packaged in the modules folder itself. I'm assuming that's because of mod managers and how they work, but you do not want to drag modules into modules. If you want to, you can click and drag this into the root folder and it should apply regularly. However, if you want to, double click this, double click that to get to the Bannerlord.harmony. Double click modules in your thingy, and then just drag and drop this into here. And then same with the others. Open modules, drag and drop. Open modules, drag and drop in. And then for the mod configuration menu as well. It looks like I didn't download it, but I don't think I need to. It's the same process as the other three that I just went through. BLSC is the only exception to this, where you drag it into the root folder. It needs to go into bin. And then Homesteads as well is the same process. Open it up. With my mod Homesteads, it does not have the modules folder. So if you double click on Homesteads there, it actually has all of the submodule.xml, so you don't need to open an additional folder. You go back and then drag and drop Homesteads into the modules folder in here, and it should just apply just fine. So now to open the game, this is an important step. Do not miss this step. To open the game now, you do not open it through Steam. What you do is you're going to go into this bin folder here in the root folder, bin, and then you're going to, if you're on Steam, you will open Windows 64 shipping client right here. If you are on Game Pass, you're going to open gaming.desktop right here, this one here. But I am on Steam, so I will be opening this one here. And then the exe that you're going to use, I recommend going for the launcherx.exe right here, this one here. In fact, what I did is I put it on my like little pin thing, so I don't have to go to like the root folder or whatever. You just click, drag it, and then pin to taskbar, and it'll pop up right for you too. But that's the one I recommend using. Right now I'm going to just double click this to show you what should happen. So it should open up. The launcher should look kind of like this here. You're going to go to mods, and it should auto sort these as well. The 4 mods that we downloaded, the dependencies here, it should be Harmony, Butterlib, UX Extender X, mod configuration menu, and then it will be the native modules. Anything, any kind of mod that you install should be loaded after the native modules unless it is specified otherwise. So Homesteads, if Homesteads is your only mod, what you should see is you should see it on the bottom right here. I have a bunch of other mods, but those aren't important for this one. But you should see Homesteads on the bottom here. And so just go ahead and make sure everything's ticked, just like that. And now you can press play, and you can play with the mod. Hopefully this tutorial has helped you out a little bit, and I will see you in the next video.